you can customize cars in Brookhaven, making them really beautiful. But today, I want to customize the cars with a nuclear plant theme. I'm going to make several modifications to my car to make it really beautiful. And for that, this friend of mine is going to help me. He said, I want to see who makes the best car. Okay, let's go! I'm going to try to modify my car, making it the best way possible. And you also have to modify your car with several different themes. And the first theme will be chosen by you. He said, wasn't it going to be the nuclear plant car? Yes, it'll be a nuclear plant car. But I'm also going to test other types of cars, and also other types of modifications to later test the nuclear plant too. So you have to choose that now. He said, the theme will be water. Okay, that's a very different theme. So he has to follow me now. So much so that he's going back to his car, and he has to literally follow me now. Because I'm arriving here in the front, and there's a police officer back here. I hope he doesn't come after us. But he also got here, and really the police officer is coming after me. Look, let's make a protest so he doesn't arrest us. I know he wants to arrest us, but he can't do that because we have to test the different car themes. So this time he has to leave us alone. But he got here, and he said, don't speed up. Wait, he just came here to say that, and he's already going back to his car. Guys, this police officer is a good one. Literally, he just came to say that and left. He's the best police officer ever. But now we're arriving here in the front because we have very important things to do. So I'm going to stay exactly on this dirt path, and I'll have to divide the map in two. You're going to stay on this side, and I'm going to stay on this side. So now I'm placing these walls here to divide, and he can't see what's happening. He can't see what's happening on my side, and I also can't see what's happening on his side. And he's going to start modifying his car. But he chose a very weird theme, so I'll have to make a water decoration on my car. Okay, I'm placing my car more to the side, and first of all, I'm going to have to change some very specific things, like the color of the car, the color of the light, and also the tire. I'm going to start by choosing the blue color up here. Okay, now I'm going to make the tire blue, exactly this one. And it's really beautiful. So much so that now my car is decorated with water, but it's not complete. There are more things I can do to improve my Brookhaven car. And for that, on the right, I'm going to grab this water and put it on top of the car. But it has to look good. Okay, now this is a little better. So much so that I'm coming back here to also put water behind the car. But that didn't look good. So since it didn't look good, I removed it. I'm going to grab this little water bottle and I put it in front of the car. And guys, this is starting to get really interesting and also really different. I'm literally making a water decorated car. Okay, this really is a water car because you can come here and literally grab a water bottle. Seriously, this is amazing. And I have the best car of all. But I want to see if he's finished it. Actually, I don't know if he's finished, but he finally showed up here and it looks like he really finished it. So I'm going to remove all the walls and then let's see how it turned out. He said, let's take the car to the front, okay? And he had a better idea. So much so that he left from here and I'm coming here to grab my car too. I'm going to take it to the front so he can see how it turned out. And you can see that both cars turned out amazing. But his car has a special effect. Look, come here on the grass because the effect is glitching. So he finally got here, and his car really is amazing. There's this water showing up here underneath. There's also this water cup here in the front, and there's literally a pool on top. But guys, our cars turned out really ugly. So we have to improve this and make a real car. That is the best car of all. And this time the theme will be toxic. Literally, the theme this time will be nuclear plant. We're going to have to make the car completely green, and I want to see if you're going to beat me. So now we're arriving here in the front at the nuclear plant, and I'm going to let him go first, especially because I don't want to get arrested in Brookhaven. So much so that I'm going to let him speed up a lot. He's really speeding up a lot, but the police officer didn't arrest him. You can see that he passed up there in the front, and the police officer didn't arrest him, even though he was speeding a lot. But he's looking over here, so I'm going really slowly. Actually, he's aiming this item. Wait, what did I do this time? Man, I was driving really slowly. He said, you ran a red light. Oh my god, I hadn't noticed that, but I really ran a red light. And this is worse than it looks. I'm literally being arrested just because I ran a red light. So much so that he also passed here. Man, you ran a red light. Seriously, what you did was really weird. I'm being taken inside here, but I don't deserve to be arrested. This is really the saddest thing that's ever happened to me. I won't be able to test the secrets I wanted to test, and also different cars I was going to test. All this because of him. He said, come! Wait, am I about to be released? I knew this police officer wasn't a bad person. Actually, he's here to help me. I just don't understand why I'm still handcuffed, and I also don't understand why he's aiming this item in my direction. But there's a bus coming here. Wait, what's going on? Look, I can't go to jail. You can't arrest me in the maximum security prison just because I ran a red light. Okay, I'm going to enter here. So I'm being taken inside, and he's waiting for me to go in here. But I'm not going in. Actually, I'm running away. Guys, I'm escaping here in the front, and you can see that the police officer is really far away. I'm really going to manage to escape from him and test all the cars I want to test today. So much so that I'm climbing up here, and luckily he went went straight ahead and didn't notice that I'm here. Seriously, this is really good. He's literally coming here in the front, and I don't know how I'm going to remove these handcuffs. But I'm going back home, and my friend is right here, and he has to help me now because I'm handcuffed. So he got here, and he grabbed this toxic barrel. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's putting this liquid here, and it literally removed the handcuffs. This toxic thing melted the handcuffs, and that was impressive. But now let's test the cars modified with the nuclear plant theme. And he's taking his car here to the front, so he'll have to choose a new car. And the new car I'm going to choose will be exactly this car. I want to make it amazing. So much so that my friend picked the Cybertruck, and that's pretty interesting. Now follow me, because we have to go far away, so the police officers don't follow me and don't arrest me. I really have to hide from them. So let's do that right here. This is a great place to modify the car, because no one comes here. Seriously, this place is very isolated. I'm going to place my car right in this part, and now our battle is going to begin. I want to see which one of us is going to win. So now I'm placing this wall right here, so he can't see what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start modifying this car of mine. First, I'm going to make this green. Okay, I left the car like this, and it's really beautiful. You can see that it's lowered, and it also has a lot of green lights and green color. Now on the right, I'm going to grab this toxic barrel and place it right here. I'm going to place several toxic barrels, so this looks really cool. Now here there are several toxic barrels, which I placed in a totally random way. On the right, I'm going to grab this item and place it here. But this didn't look as cool as it seems. I can place this item back here. But guys, this doesn't work very well. There's also this other item that doesn't look very cool. Actually, this turned out pretty interesting. It's like a lever that I can turn on and off. Seriously, this is really cool. And I'm going to try to use all these toxic items on the right. I just placed this alarm up here, and my car is starting to look really beautiful. On the right, I'm going to grab this green liquid, and now I'm going to place it right in this part. That actually turned out really cool. I'm even going to place it on the other side too, and my car is starting to look really beautiful, and it's starting to look like a toxic car. But I had an idea. To beat my friend in Brookhaven, I'm not going to make just one car. Actually, I'm going to modify 2 cars, and that way I'm sure I'm going to beat him. But this friend of mine is up here. I really don't know what he's doing here, so I want you to tell me if my car looks better than his. And it looks like he disagreed. He said his car is really good. Wait, that can't be true. I'm making 2 cars, and even so you think his car is better? So much so that he agreed and went back there. He's going there to see my friend's car, but I'm going to improve my car so it's way better than my friend's car. So I'm going to change the color of this car to green, and I'm going to start improving this car to make it really beautiful. First, I'm going to start pressing this button because there are several different themes I can pick. I'm going to pick exactly this theme because it looks really good and really clean. Now that the car is starting to look really beautiful, I had a genius idea. I'm coming back here. I'm going to open this door, and I'm going to place one of these items inside. Okay, I placed this thing up here, and it's starting to look really cool. I can grab this item and place it inside. But guys, it's really hard. So I'm just going to place toxic barrels, and that's all I can put in here. Now I can place this item here, or even this valve. I made it red like this, and every time I turn this valve, it's like I'm messing with that giant generator up there. My car is really cool. I can also grab this item on the right, and I literally placed it back here, but it didn't look very cool. So I put the toxic barrel back here. So much so that I just grabbed this toxic barrel, and I'm going to spill this green liquid right here. But that didn't change much. Actually, nothing really happened. But the best part is that my car really works. So now I have to make it even more beautiful again. But he came back there. And what are you doing here? So much so that he's laughing. Guys, it looks like he's laughing at my car because my friend's car is way better than mine. Look, that can't be true. I'm sure my car is way better than his. He said, you have to see his car. It's amazing. But first I have to finish my car, then see his car. Actually, I'm starting to get annoyed by this because he's speaking badly about my car. I'm really trying hard to make my car. But now he just went back there. He really came back in the weirdest way ever, and I don't know why he did that. But I'm going to keep modifying my car. I'm going to place this green liquid right here to be the car's headlight. This headlight I'm making is really starting to look cool. Okay, this turned out perfect. And I'm just going to make a few changes to make it look better. And literally the headlight of my car is green. Seriously, this car of mine is definitely really good, and I'm sure it's more beautiful than my friend's car. But there's a problem. The police officer is coming here to the front, and he literally just saw me. Look, this isn't very good. It looks like I'm getting arrested, and this is the worst thing that could happen. I'm being arrested at the worst possible moment because I still haven't seen my friend's car, and I also couldn't show him how my car turned out. I'm literally being taken to the maximum security prison unfairly, and I don't even remember what I did. It looks like the 2 of them are arguing here, but he brought me here, and they both saw it. Actually, he's laughing at me. This is really unfair. So much so that all the police officers are here arresting me. Look, they didn't need that many officers to arrest just one criminal. They're just exaggerating too much. But I got to the maximum security prison, and now I'm locked up here. There are 3 police officers in the prison. I'm coming here to the front, and unfortunately this police officer is following me. Okay, wherever I go I'm going to be followed by this officer. I just wanted to test the different Brookhaven cars, and now I'm locked up with this player. He said, you must have committed a really big crime to have so many police officers after you. Look, I ran a red light and also sped the car a lot. He said I robbed the bank 278 times in a row. Wait, seriously? Guys, I'm locked up with really evil criminals. Meanwhile, my crime was simply running a red light. So you have to let me out of here now. He said, I almost got fired because I let you escape. Now you're never going to escape again. Okay, that's what you think. So I'm coming here to the gym, and once again he's following me here. Wherever I go, he's coming after me. Seriously, this is so unfair. I just want to train, and to make him mad, I'm going to train all day. And now even that criminal showed up here, and he's also training. Look, you're going to get bored and finally leave here one day. Guys, now it's already nighttime. My cars are still here, and they're really beautiful. And this friend of mine just got here, but he doesn't know what happened, and simply went back there. They don't even know I disappeared from here, but I'm still training here, and that police officer got tired. So much so that he's sitting here. This officer is also guarding the door, and this officer is watching the cameras. Look, I have a way to escape from here, but for us to escape, we have to be really fast. You have to grab the bed and place it here on the window to simply escape in record time. And for that, on the right, I'm going to grab this bed, so place the bed right now. Okay, I'm going to go through the wall, and I got out of here, and he escaped from here too. We're literally escaping, and everything worked out. We both managed to escape from here, so we have to run through this tunnel, but this police officer just saw it, and now he's arriving here running. So much so that he went through the wall, and he's coming here to arrest us. Look, we have little time to get out of here, and also very few ways to get out of here, especially because we're walking. We really need help. In fact, there's a car arriving right here, and he needs to help us. And he almost ran me over. Look, I don't know what that happened, but I'm going to get in here, and he literally saved me. But you have to help this player too. So much so that he got right here. Now a seat shows up here on top, and he got in here. Perfect. Now we're finally going to manage to escape from here, and you can see that finally the police officers were arriving here, but they don't know where I went. He thinks I'm actually in this part, but that's totally a lie. But the thief left from here, and he's going there to do his job. So now I'm finally back here, and I'm going to be able to modify my car. And I also want to see if the cars I made are better than my friend's car. There's no way he made a better car. Seriously, that's impossible. But now I want to see how his car turned out, and I think it's time to remove the walls. So much so that he finally showed up there, and it looks like he finished his car. Okay, I'm going to remove these walls, and now you can see that his car is literally the worst car ever. Man, your car is horrible. I don't know how my friend thought that was good looking, and now he's just laughing about it. And what is this thing you made? You spent all that time making this horrible car. He said, I was working at the nuclear plant. Okay, that explains a lot. But this car of yours actually turned out kind of interesting. So I actually want you to show me what this car looks like. So much so that he came right here and simply opened the door. Inside there are several barrels of green liquid. And I won't lie, that actually looks pretty cool. Now I'm coming here to present my car. And he said, don't you want to see the Cybertruck? But I think it's kind of obvious that I don't want to see that. Seriously, that car is really ugly. That's the ugliest car I've ever seen. But first, to see my car, you have to follow me. We have to get the nuclear plant suit. So they're all coming here, and you just have to follow me. Okay, I got this suit, and we all got this suit. Now you can follow me, and they're all coming here. These two cars are amazing. They're the best cars I've managed to make. This is the very first car, and it's really cool. So much so that he's coming here to see it, and he's driving it. Guys, the car looks like this, and I don't know why it's glitched. You can even see that the car is invisible, and that was really weird. I don't know how that's happening, but my friend just discovered a bug. Now he just left from here, and I don't know what that happened. They have a totally invisible car. Man, I'm going to drive this car, and I'm going to get out of here. This invisible car is just really weird. So much so that my friend showed up right there, and he's literally following me here. Seriously, this is really bizarre. He has an invisible car, and I'm running away from him because I don't know how he got this totally invisible car. Actually, I want to get in this car. This car turned out so different that I want to get in. So much so that I'm getting in here. But this doesn't work, so he has to get out of the car now. Now he left. But explain to me how you got this. He said, I don't know either. You just discovered a new Brookhaven bug. And look at my car. He still hasn't seen this car. So he's coming here to see how this car turned out, but he went back up there and got that invisible car. This really is impressive. One day I want to figure out how he got an invisible car, because to me this is a mystery. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the member button and I'll add you on Roblox.